Hello again. Police are appealing for information after an alleged sexual assault in Shell Cove. Police say a woman was assaulted at a shopping complex on Cove Boulevard just before 7 p.m. on November 1st. A CCTV image of a blue Toyota Land Cruiser has today been released. Police believe it is linked to the incident. The male driver is described as Caucasian in appearance with a large build, tattooed forearms and was wearing a black t-shirt. And the inquest into the disappearance of Ponzi fraudster Melissa Caddick has resumed. Detective Chief Inspector Glenn Brown told the court he was concerned about the direction of the investigation when she initially disappeared. He says he thought the police were too focused on her going into hiding rather than potential of suicide or murder. 23 and mostly sunny tomorrow. We'll have more news soon. Hello again. Police are searching for a wanted man who could be in Ballarat or Melton. 37-year-old Brendan Petter has outstanding warrants for theft and driving offences. Anyone with information about his whereabouts is urged to contact Crime Stoppers. A Portland doctor has been honoured for her 37 years of medical service. Margaret Gard is the recipient of the Brian Williams Award from the Royal Australian College of GPs. She first arrived in Portland in 1985 as the only female GP and the youngest by more than 10 years. She's since worked in many areas, including family planning, forensic medicine and mental health. And a viral video has reignited the myth that there's a black panther in Victoria. This giant black cat was spotted in Bacchus Marsh and sparked plenty of debate on TikTok. Most agree it's a feral cat. Hello again. A new home is proposed for Riddles Creek Fire Station. The CFA says the fire station on Main Street no longer meets the needs of the brigade. A more suitable site has been located within the Riddles Creek Recreation Reserve next to Scout Hall on Sutherlands Road. The new station design will include the ability to fit 3 fire trucks side by side and a dedicated change area, meeting room and administration office. Wollongong Shire Council have announced the Business and Community Sport Flood Recovery Grants are now open. If your business, not-for-profit, community sport or active recreation organisations has experienced direct damages from the Victoria floods, you may be eligible for funding of up to $50,000. The funding should cover expenses from damages to property, assets, stock or equipment. Hello again. A man who led police on a pursuit from Yass to Wagga has been taken in for assessment. The 55-year-old stole a case of beer in Murrumbateman before driving off and stealing fuel in Wagga. He faces 8 charges, including drinking while driving. He's been detained in a mental health facility for assessment. A 30-year-old man has had his licence suspended after blowing nearly 6 times the legal blood alcohol limit. Multiple reports were made of a car driving dangerously on Gungahlin Drive on Saturday afternoon. He was pulled over a short time later in Lawson and underwent roadside breath testing, where he returned a result of 0.295. And the winners of 2022 Canberra Region Tourism Awards have been announced. The National Arboretum took out the Tourist Attractions Prize. Hello again. A multi-million-dollar project is enabling youth hit by the Black Summer bushfires to lead the way in bushfire prevention. The Youth Affairs Council Victoria and the East Gippsland Shire Council is running the Future Proof project. It will give people aged 12 to 25 a chance to learn about disaster resilience and fire prevention projects. The project will involve 400 people and will run until June 2024. CFA units from Lakes Entrance had to put out a house fire today after a range hood combusted. Just before 7 a.m, the crews arrived at the house on Princess Highway in Nowa. The fire was quickly extinguished. No one was hurt. And local artists are invited to submit works for a new public artwork in Cowes. Bass Coast Shire Mayor Michael Whelan says the work should be a symbol of the cultural vitality of the town. Hello again. A Central Coast man has been jailed for 5 years for grooming teenage boys online. The 24-year-old Umina Beach man was arrested last year after the AFP received a report from the National Centre for Missing and Exploited Children. The man had used Omegle to solicit sexually explicit photos from teenage boys. Deputy Inspector Navi Pranda says it's important for parents to be aware of the platforms their children are using. Councils across the region will share in $3 million of funding to fix potholes on local roads. However, it might not be enough. Following this year's unprecedented rain, Singleton Council has a $15 million roads repair bill. And Newcastle pubs showing this Wednesday's Australia-Denmark game have soccer fans covered. Trading hours have been extended from midnight to 5 a.m.